What's up, everybody? Big Blue here with another Shisha review. Today we're going to be doing a double review of Fantasia's ice lines, Blueberry Ice and Mango Ice. These are going to smoke exactly the same, so we're going to do both of these with just the blueberry in the bowl, and I'll give you any differences on the mango. So Fantasia seems to be copying Starbuzz a little bit, just like Starbuzz has a bold line where all of the bold flavors have some mint in them. Fantasia seems to have gone and done a similar thing, except I can tell you right now the mint intensity on Fantasia is much higher than the bold line in most of Starbuzz's bold flavors. The blueberry ice, that seems to be Fantasia's version of Blue Mist. It's the closest thing I could think that they were trying to go for. As you can see, the Fantasia boxes have a mint leaf on them, so they're truly sticking with a mint in there. I believe Starbuzz, some of their flavors may be more the cooling agent, like their Blue Mist. They don't advertise that as a mint mixed in there. But here we go with the blueberry review. So this flavor is supposed to be a mix of blueberry and mint, and I've got to say, compared to Blue Mist, this is much heavier on the mint or cooling aspect that they add in there. The blueberry is a very natural blueberry taste, much like Alaron's Blue Aroma flavor. Very natural blueberry, but the mint is pretty powerful in comparison. So for accuracy, I have to give that a solid A on accuracy. It is blueberry and it is mint mixed in there. Like I've said before, I'm not a huge person on mixing fruits and mints together. I know it makes the flavor pop a little more. I'm not as huge of a fan on this one as I was on the Mighty Freeze from Starbuzz's bold line. I feel that the mint is rather overpowering the blueberry, and you're not getting as much as of the fruit flavor out of this as you are with some other blends like the Mighty Freeze that I had talked about. All right, let's talk about flavor potency. Overall, this is a pretty powerful flavor. No one's going to be complaining that it lacks what they were advertising. The worst I can say about it is that it is definitely much heavier on the mint, like I said, than the blueberry, and I would like them to balance that out a little better. But overall, you're going to get the same quality flavor the entire time you're smoking this. Let's talk about length. This is a much juicier Fantasia than we normally see, or at least in recent flavors. Fantasia used to be a much wetter, juicier tobacco. That seems to have dropped off recently, but it's definitely at least picked up in this ice line. I'm not much for one adding an extra round of coals on, so I can say that this will smoke the whole way through your first round of coals. I haven't bothered to try a second round on this because Fantasia is a more delicate shisha. Let's talk about the clouds. Get a good pull in here. The clouds are average. I've seen a lot better from Fantasia and definitely a lot better from other brands in general. And let's talk about the buzz a little bit. With Fantasia, you're getting a real, very washed down tobacco. Not a lot of buzz left in there. Although I would say this is a slightly more buzzy version of Fantasia stuff compared to what I smoked before. I did start out on Fantasia when I first started. All right, let's talk about heat management. Because this is a more delicate shisha, it can be harder to manage compared to some like molasses brands like Al-Fakir or Nakla. But overall, compared to other Fantasia flavors, I don't think this is that bad. I just give it a B, slightly above average compared to their other flavors. All right, let's talk about mixology. I would probably, if you're going to smoke this, I would just smoke it by itself. This is very natural blueberry, so it has that thick berry taste, and it's probably not going to mix well with much besides other mellow fruits and berries. All right, let's talk about the mango flavor. I would say that the mango flavor is much more potent than the blueberry version, and it's definitely what I wanted out of the blueberry that the blueberry just didn't give, and that is more fruit compared to the mint. I would say that has a little more mint than I'd like, but is much more balanced out than the blueberry was. The mango accuracy on the flavor, I did not find it very accurate. The flavor that I really got out of that was the dragon fruit flavor. For those of you who have had that before, like Fantasia's Black Mamba is a dragon fruit type flavor. I didn't get much mango out of it. I was really getting that dragon fruit flavor, and I am not a huge fan of dragon fruit. Some people like that. If you like that, this is probably a really good flavor to pick up, and I would recommend picking up the mango. The cloud output, the length of the bowl, and the buzz are going to be virtually identical to the blueberry that I had talked about. The upside to the mango, besides the blending of it, it does go well with other flavors. If you want to mix some citrus stuff in there, you can do that, which you couldn't do with the blueberry before. Overall, if you like dragon fruit, I would suggest picking the Fantasia Mango Ice up. If you're looking for a mango, I don't find this a very accurate flavor, and I would not suggest picking this up if you're looking for mango. Overall, on both of these flavors, I find it nice that Fantasia is mixing it up, even though I'm not a huge fan of mint and fruit mix. I would try some of their other ice flavors. I personally would not pick either of these up again, unless you're going to mix the blue aroma flavor in. I did like that with the blueberry to mellow the mint out a bit. I would not pick the blueberry up on its own if you're planning on smoking it by its own. And I would not pick up the mango just because I didn't find it a very mango flavor. There you go, one last cloud. As always, feel free to subscribe to the Dog Army below if you're here for hookah only stuff. Make sure you're subscribing to the hookah only channel in the description. As always, if you guys want me to review anything, shisha, coals, anything else you want me to review, leave a comment in the box below, and if it gets enough upvotes, I will make sure I can try and do a review of it. If you're asking about the custom hoses, check out my video on those, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.